What is a 1031 exchange and when does it make sense to perform one? I'll talk about this topic and a few more on this video. So let's go! Hi, my name is Dean Ueda and I am a real estate investor and realtor in Honolulu, Hawaii. Have you heard the term 1031 exchange discussed amongst investors or CPAs? Maybe they called it a tax-deferred exchange or maybe even a deferred like-kind exchange. They are most likely referring to the same thing. A 1031 exchange gets its name from the U.S. Internal Revenue Code, Section 1031, which provides that a taxpayer may sell real property and postpone paying tax on the gain if that taxpayer reinvests the proceeds to acquire a qualifying like-kind replacement property. Why do investors like these exchanges so much? One of the biggest reasons is it allows them to leverage dollars that would have otherwise been paid to the federal government in the form of taxes if they had just sold their property. I performed an exchange where I sold a property that was out of state to buy something that was here in Hawaii. I did this because I felt future appreciation potential was greater in Hawaii, and I also wanted the investment closer to home so I could self-manage the rental. When does it make sense to go through a 1031 exchange? There are various reasons you'd want to go through this process, and to me, the biggest consideration is that the capital gains tax of the sale is significant. I know significant is a relative term, so you should consult your CPA or your tax attorney to help you determine this. I've had opportunities to do 1031 exchanges but ended up passing on them because, like one of my business partners liked to say, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. In other words, the tax gains were not big enough to make an exchange worth all the effort. You see, there are requirements, timelines, and additional costs involved in these exchanges that need to be considered. I won't get into the details in this video, but if you want more information, click on the link below to download a great informational booklet on the details for 1031 exchanges. And this is probably a good time to point out that I am in no way giving you, the viewer, professional tax, legal, or investment advice. All situations are different, so please consult with your CPA, attorney, or licensed investment professional. Still considering a 1031 exchange? Awesome. Okay, so you determined by talking to your CPA that this may be worth it to look into. Now, if you haven't done so already, assemble the rest of your team. The next member to find is your QI, or Qualified Intermediary. To facilitate exchanges, IRC Section 1031 allows taxpayers to use a QI to stay in compliance with the tax code. Your QI can hopefully educate you on the requirements needed for the exchange. If you haven't found a real estate agent, it is important to find one that is experienced with 1031 exchanges. You see, the timelines for 1031 exchanges are strict, and leveraging an agent that understands these timelines can make the difference of you successfully executing your 1031 exchange and deferring those otherwise taxable gains. It is important to be in sync and on the same page as your realtor and with all your service providers for that matter, as the intricacies of these exchanges can be more involved than the typical real estate transaction. Other team members to consider are attorneys, property managers, construction contractors, handy people, cleaners, and escrow companies, just to name a few. I hope you got something out of this video. Please click the thumbs up if you did, leave a comment if you have any questions, and I would love for you to click subscribe and click on the bell to get notifications of my new videos every Monday. If you're looking for an agent and want some tips on how to find them, check out my video called Choosing a Real Estate Agent. The link is in the comments below. So until next time, keep squeezing that juice.